In the ancient cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, sin and wickedness had reached their peak. But amidst this darkness, there was one man who stood out. Lot, the nephew of Abraham. This is the story of Lot's plea to God and the ultimate fate of these cities. Lot lived in Sodom, a city known for its depravity. Despite the corruption around him, Lot remained a righteous man. One evening, two angels arrived in Sodom, and Lot, recognizing their divine nature, insisted they stay at his home for the night. Lot prepared a meal for the angels, baking bread without yeast. As they ate, the men of Sodom surrounded Lot's house, demanding that he bring out the visitors so they could know them. Lot stepped outside to confront the mob, pleading with them not to commit such a wicked act. In a desperate attempt to protect his guests, Lot even offered his own daughters to the crowd, but they refused and grew more violent. The angels intervened, pulling Lot back inside and striking the men outside with blindness. They then revealed their mission to Lot. They were sent to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah because of the outcry against their wickedness. The angels instructed Lot to gather his family and flee the city. Lot went to his sons-in-law, urging them to leave, but they thought he was joking and refused to go. As dawn approached, the angels urged Lot to hurry. They took hold of Lot, his wife, and his two daughters, leading them safely out of the city. The angels warned them not to look back or stop anywhere in the plain. As Lot and his family fled, God rained down burning sulfur on Sodom and Gomorrah, destroying the cities and all their inhabitants. The once thriving cities were reduced to ashes, a testament to God's judgment. Tragically, Lot's wife disobeyed the angel's warning and looked back at the city. In that moment, she was turned into a pillar of salt, a stark reminder of the consequences of disobedience. Lot and his daughters reached the small town of Zoar, where they found refuge. Despite the destruction around them, they were spared because of God's mercy and Lot's righteousness. The story of Lot and the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah is a powerful reminder of the consequences of sin and the importance of righteousness. Lot's plea to God and his actions to protect the angels highlight his faith and integrity. Meanwhile, Abraham, who had earlier pleaded with God to spare the cities if even 10 righteous people could be found, looked out over the plains and saw the smoke rising from the destruction. His heart was heavy, but he knew that God's judgment was just. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah serves as a timeless warning. It calls us to examine our own lives and the societies we live in. Are we living in a way that honors God, or are we turning away from his teachings? Just as Lot was spared because of his righteousness, we too can find favor with God by living lives of faith, repentance, and compassion. Our actions and attitudes towards others reflect our commitment to God's commandments. Let us remember the lessons from Sodom and Gomorrah. Let us strive to live in a way that honors God and reflects his love. For in doing so, we can avoid the fate of those ancient cities and secure our place in God's eternal kingdom. The choice is ours. Either God's kingdom of love or Lucifer's satanic kingdom of hate. Your choice.